Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Yesterday I was asking you in the YouTube community tab if you know any funny or interesting bugs or unintentional features that broke New Genesis. Originally, I was going to make only just one video, but you gave me an idea to split it up into two videos. For today's video, I'd like to focus on weapons that were incredibly overpowered and unbalanced, whereas the next one will be about gameplay features. Before we start with the video, however, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content on my channel, and leave a comment on what you think about it, as it really helps out the channel. Now then, let's start with the video. Number 5. I call it the wand 30 FPS bug. This one is not really a big deal, as it didn't break weapon balancing, but it was still funny to see and interesting at the same time. When you used your weapon attack button and executed a weapon action with the wand afterwards, the game's physics would start to break due to low FPS, and instead of just executing a normal attack, the physics would provide you with wider movement than usual, as seen in this clip here. Would you like to see movement photon arts back in New Genesis? Write it down in the comments below. Number 4. The Julian Dance photon art. This one was present with the release of the game back in the early Aelio days. The Julian Dance photon art is executed with the double saber weapon, which belongs to the fighter class. Julian Dance was known for its massive DPS output and made every other photon art from the double saber irrelevant, as they couldn't compete with the massive amount of damage. It even got so far that it didn't make the other PAs obsolete, but also every other weapon. It was very common to see people using fighter either as their main or subclass, some even combining it with Techter for the Shifta Deband buff, because their usual main class was lacking in DPS compared to fighter's double saber. They patched it within a month and the PA is not overpowered anymore. Number 3. The Infinite Wand Counter Bug. The Infinite Wand Counter Bug was featured with the release of the game and took a long time to be fixed. When countering an attack with a wand, you will be rewarded with a counter shockwave, assuming you have picked up the skill. If you didn't, what is wrong with you? Do it now! Now with the bug itself, if you died during the counter animation, as the counter animation didn't have lots of iframes, you would be stuck in it for the remaining period of time. John, a pal of mine, showcased it on his YouTube channel how to activate it, which is why I am using his footage. Using a normal attack would then always be a counter shockwave hit, giving you massive amounts of DPS. This bug was reached out by SEGA early on, but it took them I think a couple of months to finally fix it. Number 2. The Twin Daggers Counter Bug. You would think the infinite counter bug would only be applied to the wand? Oh my, you're wrong. If you did the same procedure, but with the twin daggers, you could mash the normal attack button, dash towards the enemy all the time, and not take any damage, even if you got hit. I have this clip here from a pal of mine, Dark Wooby, back from the Aelio days where he killed a Gigantex within 3 minutes, just by using the counter, which would usually take around 9 minutes to defeat one solo. And for number 1, we have the Katana. Some of you might be asking, hey, is there a trick to using the Katana? The answer is no. The Katana is already broken itself. It is by far one of the easiest, most forgiving and highest DPS weapons to use by this day. During Quarries, most weapons have received a buff and some class adjustments, and Braver was one of them, completely breaking the game. There would be no reason to use a different weapon like the Soaring Blade, you name it, if your skill ceiling was not high enough. The Katana itself is the most beginner-friendly weapon in the game. You can either counter or parry an attack, basically 2 weapons in one. It offers great AoE and single target damage output, and it was very common for people to multi-weapon the Katana with the rifle as well, play Ranger Braver to maximize the DPS output with Blight Rounds, as well as playing Techter Ranger for the Shifta Deband buff, which I did personally. And that it is with 5 weapons that broke New Genesis. I would like to thank my current channel members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. If you like to support my channel as well, you can do so by becoming a channel member down below. Otherwise, I would appreciate a like on this video and your subscription to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself out there.